All right, and we are live. We are live. Grateful today, really grateful today, coming to you with another episode of Overdue Bills show, Overdue Bills podcast, and we are very, 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 very fortunate to have a guest with us on this, huge game day week from the Arrowhead Live podcast. It's our guy CJ. CJ, say what's up to the people.
How you guys doing, man? My name is CJ Jones, Kansas City, born and raised. Appreciate you guys having me on, man. I'm always good to talk some football, show love. So thank you for the opportunity, fellas.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate you coming on. We really do. Got my man Mills with me. You know what I'm saying. So we're gonna kind of conduct this interview slash. I don't want to call it a grilling, but let's just see. Let's just see how it's gonna go. Let's see how it's gonna go. But we're excited, man. We really are excited. We got this 5 p.m. Monday game. This is supposed to
Oh,
be.
yeah, that's top the end for y'all. Hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Central time. Central time. Yeah.
yeah, I know. But that's early, bro. 4 o'clock. That's mad weird.
It's
It's real.
it is. It's definitely gonna be something. Unfortunately, we had the game scheduled on Thursday due to the cheating Titans. Unfortunately,
they didn't look like it on Tuesday, bro. They look good as hell.
I know. I'm kind of. I don't want to talk about that right now, but nonetheless, they rescheduled the game till Monday, so prime time game. Everybody's still going to see it, and what I want to do now is first of all, let me go to you, CJ. Let the people know, what podcast you on, where they can reach you, things of that nature.
Yeah, you guys catch us on Arrowhead Live. We have plenty of podcasts, but the one I'm specifically on is called The Aftermath.
Okay.
You can holler at us on any kind of the social platforms, Twitter, Instagram. We have all the things on Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, whatever you listen to your local podcast. But Aftermath_KC. So hit us up if you got any questions and stuff. Always down to talk some good football.
Bingo. All right. So let's get into the good stuff. All right. I got some rapid fire questions. You ain't got to be fast, but I'm just throw these at you real quick.
All good.
I want to know this because it's affecting my fantasy team. I'm gonna be honest. So, was CEH Clyde Edwards-Helaire, was he worth the pick? And plot twist.
Where did you pick him? That's the first. Where did you pick him?
He was like 5. I picked him like
You picked him at 5? Wow.
I'm not. I listen. What I said going ahead, and I said, listen, I'm all in. I think he's in a high-powered offense. He's going to get great scoring opportunities, the whole 9 yard, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah, all facts.
but unfortunately, it's a plot twist. Something happened today that kind of changed it. So let me hear your thoughts on it. Let me hear your thoughts on it.
I mean, coming into the season, we all knew that the Chiefs needed to improve that position because we all know, like, even though Pat got the MVP during the Super Bowl, in a lot of people's opinion, you ask people around, even if not Chiefs fans, like even around the league, a lot of people thought Damian Williams was the MVP of the Super Bowl because the way he played, the consistency throughout the game, even the playoff run, he deserved the MVP. But Pat's the big name quarterback, so he's going to get it. But coming to the draft, we knew that's a position that needed to be filled. So I honestly thought they were either going to take him or DeAndre Swift. Those were my thoughts of guys that could go in that spot. Jonathan Taylor was a close third for me, but I didn't think they really were high on him like that. So when they took Clyde, I was hyped because I watched them play at LSU. I watch all their games just like everyone else did. Like the kid is special. He can make plays in the passing game and in the run game. So I guess like his year had started off hot. Like he ran for like 130 yards game one. That Thursday night game versus Texas, it was raining. So we were thinking, okay, maybe we're going to turn into more of like a balanced offense. But you know how Andy is. Yeah. Andy and Pat, they love to throw the ball. There is a pass first offense. They ain't really trying to worry about feeding the running. They use the running back to more so catching than running the ball. So with the signing today, everybody heard the news. It's breaking news. I think I heard it like 10 minutes ago. LeVeon Bell just got signed to a 1 year. So it kind of hurt because I drafted CEH too, but I didn't draft him high. I traded for him.
Okay.
So
okay.
I originally took. I thought I kind of won the deal because I originally took. I took Nick Chubb.
Okay.
So I traded away Nick Chubb to get CEH and with some other players. So I actually thought I low key won the deal because one guy's hurt, one guy's healthy. Yeah. So I wasn't too mad about it. But I mean, is he going to eat some touches? I mean, he's Le'Veon Bell. He can still play. But if you were the coach, how would you like even up the touches? What would you? I mean, y'all seen Le'Veon Bell more than I have because he played y'all twice a year. So
Le'Veon Bell, for me, he's not necessarily washed, but he close to it. And
so like WAS, like he not. Why he like wash?
Yeah,
he's not wash, but you close.
Yeah, he close. I mean, he's still serviceable.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just, to be honest, it's kind of like last year, like how y'all had excuse me, when y'all picked up LaShawn McCoy.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
to kind of
Shady,
like
yeah.
so when y'all picked up Shady, it was like, okay, let's see if Shady's gonna take some touches away, but Shady was washed. I mean, he was like completely
I
done.
don't think you can compare that. I don't think
You
you
don't
can
think
compare the two.
so? Okay.
Shady
I
and
think
Le'Veon,
Le'Veon
you
Bell's
can't
like
compare the two.
there's a big ass gap between them two. Sorry, big
Okay.
gap
Can't
between them
compare the
two.
two.
I mean, it remains to be seen. I'm upset because it's going
You're
to
right,
take
though.
touches away, right? Le'Veon Bell is a
Facts,
great
facts,
catcher out of the backfield.
facts.
So I mean, but it remains to be seen. I still think CEH is still going to be serviceable. My only
Yeah,
concern
yeah,
is the goal line touches because that first game he did terrible.
exactly,
Like
exactly.
but so I mean, it remains to be seen. But nonetheless, we'll see. Mills, what you got for him, man? What
What you
rapid
think,
fire
Mill?
question you got?
Real quick, last year, Kansas City was very, very dominating. All around. Football team. Do you think that those dominating days are over? Going into 5 weeks, they had 3 close games that they pulled away in the
Great.
fourth quarter.
Facts.
So my question: do you think those dominating days are over?
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, like you said, it's a week to week league, man. I think a lot of fans, and naturally people from Kansas City, me being born and raised here, we haven't had a Super Bowl team. This is 50 years, man. People, grandparents, been waiting on this, but this is generations of years of like bad quarterback play and bad teams, and to finally have a legit team, and then you bring all these guys back. Everybody just has so much excitement, and so much pressure on the team to think that they're gonna like. I heard a lot of people saying undefeated. I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
No.
Like the mindset was like 12-4, 11-5, like 13-3 at best. That was my mindset for the team. So if they lose a game, like man, I'm not mad. Like okay, it's a loss. Like it's the NFL. It's 16 weeks, bro. One game doesn't define your season. It doesn't make you a better team. It doesn't make you a worse team. It's just a game, especially in like October. Like bro, it's just a game. So I look some more of like I know like you guys probably think this too, like tendencies, like the way you're playing the game. That's the thing is probably like the most thing to pay attention to. And more so like in November, December. We're still in the first, we just finished the first quarter.
Yeah.
So you have a lot more football to play. So I didn't really put too much in stock into it. Like it's just some games. So
I'm glad you brought the tendencies up because and I'm gonna just throw this at you because this past game y'all had them tendencies wasn't looking too good, bruh.
boy,
I mean it wasn't looking too good. Y'all made, and it's funny because we played the Raiders the week before y'all. You know what I'm saying? We played the Raiders before, and
y'all did play them.
yeah, we beat them. Yeah, we beat the Raiders. I mean, granted, it wasn't. We didn't blow them out. I think it was what eight score game or something like that.
Defense lit though.
Yeah. So and yeah, like Josh Jacobs, he really didn't do much on us. And so my question to you is, what happened? Like I personally, if I could get my opinion quickly, I thought Andy Reid fell into that trap of he just got too one dimensional. He got too one dimensional. Like he sometimes he outsmarts himself, and he relied on the pass just a little bit too much. But how do y'all feel?
I said the same exact thing, bro. Like on our podcast, me and my co-host Christopher on our Aftermath, we said the same exact thing. We're getting too one-sided. Yeah. And I said the same. And like, Andy, like I said to open the show, Andy's a pass-happy guy. So he loves to throw the football. He'll throw the ball 40, 50 times a game if it means to win. That may not be logical because for the other team, for a defense, you're predictable. I know what you're going to do. Yeah. It could be second and 10, 3rd and 8. I know you're going to throw the ball. I know you're not going to run it because you don't have faith in your run game or you don't have faith in your offensive line. And Kaliche Osemele got hurt within the first drive, so our starting guard went down. We already had lost Tardif, our other starting guard, because he opted out for the COVID situation because he's doing his thing in Canada. So we already had some question marks on the inside of our line. So, and our best lineman, Mitchell Schwartz, our right tackle, hasn't been playing up to his normal standards. So you have a lot of question marks. So in his mindset, he's like, well, I'm not putting the game in the hands of my line. Let me put the hands in front of my $500 million quarterback, which I understand. That's the guy you want to win the game. If I'm going to lose and die, I'm going to win and die with the guy that I gave the money to. So I understand it why, but you're completely right, bro. If you want to win games in this league, you have to be balanced. And I said that on our show, and I'm saying that on Twitter to like all of our fans. You have to have balance in this league because the team know you're predictable. It's easy to stop you. If I know you're not going to run the ball, if it's second and long, it's easy to call defenses. I could go cover 3 or go too high because I know you ain't going to run the ball. So I could put 8 people in coverage. At one point, they did that like 3 plays in a row. Las Vegas had 3 rushers for like 3 straight plays because they knew we're not going to run the football. So if you're predictable, even if the Raiders, who we know don't have the best defense, and I know you guys have a top 10, like coming into that game, they know, hey, they're not going to run the football. We can put 8 in coverage. And there were some questionable calls, but like you said, man, being predictable is not good in the NFL because coaches aren't dumb, bro. They get paid too. Yeah. So if I know you're not going to run the
good
football,
dollar.
I'm going, exactly. I'm going cover 4, cover 6 all game. If I know you're not going to run the football. So adding Le'Veon Bell helps, but if you don't block better, it doesn't matter. You can have Barry Sanders back there. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Barry Sanders is a legend.
He can do it. Yeah, he can do it. Yeah, he can do it.
But no, if you don't have good like opening up no holes, no lanes, then it doesn't matter who you have back there, honestly.
Right about it. I mean, you giving me perfect segues, man. So what I want to do is this part of the show, we call it matchups. You know what I mean? We gonna look at some matchups, some things that, favor the Bills, some things that, favor KC. I'm gonna have you and Mills kind of go a little bit back and forth just to see, you know what I mean, who has a better matchup. But I'm gonna stick with our guest, Mills. I'm gonna stick with our guest, and then you gonna go back at him. Let me know if you were Andy Reid, right? So you putting together the game plan. You in your office right now. I don't know how much Bills you've seen. Hopefully you didn't see that Tennessee Titans game, but nonetheless, what are you exploiting, right? Like, cause granted, let me just throw this out there. I know one of our good linebackers, Milano, he's iffy about playing.
Rizzo, yep.
T. White, I'm scared. I don't know if he's going to play. He didn't play last game. A.J. Brown killed us. So hopefully Tre'Davious White, our lockup corner.
He got to play, bro.
He has to play. He has to play or it's going to be bad for Tyreek Hill. But so T. White, he's not playing. So we got some iffy things on our defense. But if you were Andy Reid, like, what are you exploiting? Like, what are you going after? Who are you targeting on your team? What's the matchup that you like?
I mean, y'all did pretty good for the most part. I know Derrick Henry finished with 2 touchdowns, but for the most part, y'all didn't break off any good runs. Nah. Tell Josh Norman he got to change his number, bro.
Oh, God.
He got to go, dog. Like, after stuff like that. Like, Bill, like, bro, I was like, I feel sorry for this man, bro.
It's embarrassing.
But, like, no, overall, the matchup that shocked me the most, because I like y'all safeties. Like, I like Micah Hyde, like, a lot. Like, I like him. I liked him when he was in Green Bay.
Facts.
So I was shocked Jonnu Smith had such a big game. I thought they would have, I thought y'all would have tightened that up.
You and me both.
Especially back. So Trey Day definitely got to play, but I would think probably one match would be Travis Kelce, because they see a day that Jonnu Smith had. They're like, if he's doing that, we got these big 6'6" monsters.
We've been struggling with tight ends last couple
exactly.
weeks.
But I'm shocked at that because Micah Hyde was so good with tight ends when he was in Green Bay, and then even when he first got to Buffalo. So that's why y'all got some young, fast linebackers. So that's why I don't get why they struggle to cover Jonnu so much. I mean, I think the AJ Brown would caught him off guard, bro. Honestly, because I think a lot of his status was up in the air all week. They didn't know if his knee was healthy, if he was going to play. That's probably why Trey Day didn't play. Because he probably didn't think that AJ was going to play. So he's like, well, if he doesn't play, I don't need to. So I think him playing, obviously, you don't want to have your second or third string corners. Like, no disrespect to Josh Norman.
No, disrespect Josh Norman. You can disrespect him. That's fine. No, that's fine. Oh, my goodness.
I'm gonna leave that to y'all, man. But no, I mean, obviously, Tyreek Hill is a big threat. He's the fastest guy in the league. So not having traded would definitely be a big exploit. But no, I expect a big game for probably Travis Kelce to get him involved, especially him coming on. I think he had 100 yards this past week, so they're definitely going to try to get him involved heavy this week. So that would be my matchup: tight ends versus linebackers and safeties. What you got, Mills?
How you feel about that, Mills?
I agree. Like I said, we've been struggling against the tight end week after week. Miami killed us. Tight end. I think he went for over 150.
Oh yeah, he a beast.
He a beast. Yeah.
He can jump. He looks nice.
Just like you said, Jonnu Smith, he killed us. 2 touchdowns. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, he wasn't as big in the receiving game, 80 yards. I think he had 40 yards or something like that. But touchdowns win games. That ultimately comes down. Touchdown wins games. You get in the red zone. You got to defend that tight end. They normally the biggest target on the field, and that's normally what a quarterback looks for. And that tight end position, y'all have one of the best tight ends in the league right now. Overall, I mean, the last couple of years, he's been the best tight end in the league.
He produces.
With the weapons over there, you gotta be balanced on defense, and you gotta stop, especially the big name weapons on their side.
Thanks.
So, I pretty much agree with everything he says.
It's funny because we know, and people, I guess from last year, the Bills, we had this top 5 defense, right? That
was all world.
Yeah, we was all world defense. We had a great defense, and I think the difference between this team is we ran the ball a lot last year. This year we do not run the ball like that. We
think that Diggs signing. Do you think it's that they trying to get him involved?
Absolutely. My man Mikey D, who's on the show, he says all the time. He said the Bills is a passing team now. To be honest, I don't we kind of mirrored KC. We let Josh Allen throw 40, 50 times. I mean, he's just slinging the ball. He
definitely jumped from 20. He definitely jumped from 20 to 40.
He did.
Y'all don't want that. I like Josh. I don't want to throw the ball 40 times.
I'll say this. To put it in this matchup, to be honest, I am glad that we can score like that, right? Like, I'm glad that Josh Allen has, I believe he's taken another step, right? He's grown to the point where I'm not saying he could go toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes, but he could throw some touchdowns. Like we're going to put up some points. Like I think
he got a big arm.
Yeah, like y'all defense clearly, like which I gave to Derek Carr. Like y'all, we're going to score on y'all. I think for our matchups, I think Stephon Diggs is going to have at least. We're gonna have an over/under game, so I'm gonna talk about that later. But he's gonna have a lot of yards this game. I think Cole Beasley is gonna play very well, so I think we're gonna put up some points on y'all as far as that matchup is concerned. The only thing I'm scared of is probably like the turnovers. I think that like y'all may not be the best defensive team, but y'all can y'all can get some turnovers. Y'all pass rush can get there every now and again. So what do you think about that? Do you think that y'all can get some turnovers this game on Josh Allen? Because he's loose with the ball.
He is. Like I said, I like Josh Allen a lot, but he kind of has that Brett Favre mentality. Like,
absolutely.
He wants to make the play all the time. I kind of tell some of because I coach kids in high school, I kind of tell them like big play syndromes, like BPS. Like you want to make the big play, but you don't want to overexert yourself to where you extend the play and you like don't have like two-handed monster. We tell our quarterbacks keep two hands on the ball. When you go one hand, you can get stripped.
Okay.
So Josh Allen kind of and he makes some incredible plays like that shovel pass he made 2 weeks ago. Like, that's crazy. That stuff you can't teach, bro. That's like you love that fight in him, but just need to know when the play is over. Like, you don't have to make the play all the time. So I think they can get a couple turnovers because Josh his accuracy is kind of up and down. And I tell my friends this all the time. If he keeps his accuracy like going like this, like every year or every game, just get better, Mill. Like, if he just gets better, he can be special because he has arm talent.
Absolutely.
And he has the arm strength to make all the throws. His decision-making and his accuracy is where he kind of dips up and down. So if he can keep going like this, instead of like having these waves, he can be super consistent. Because I love his weapons. I like Devin Singletary a lot. He's a versatile guy. I like Zach Moss. Y'all got Stephon Diggs. Y'all got Cole Beasley. Y'all my boy John Brown. Shout out to JUCO.
Yes, sir.
Knox. Y'all got good guys. It's just Josh has to get him the ball.
So, he hate Knox, bro.
Listen.
That's
he's terrible.
He had a couple. I
listen,
a couple good games.
He can't catch a cold, man. He can't catch a cold, man. Listen. That's one player I don't care about. I'm done with him.
Right now, I don't like him.
Done with him. I'm done. But
he want me to come my fantasy leagues. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Listen, well, not me.
But overall, Josh got good weapons, man. If he can just he just need to learn how to distribute the ball and not try to always make the play all the time. And Pat's he's a victim of that too.
It's funny, I was gonna say that. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. It's funny you said that. Yeah.
Yeah, Deshaun.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Pat. Yeah, they all try to do that. Even Dak before his injury. I mean, prayers up to him. I hope it's nothing serious. But all those young quarterbacks, they try to overexert themselves and try to force the ball in the tight window, throwing picks, throwing the ball across their body when they shouldn't do. Yeah. Pat Mahomes does that all the time. I hold my breath because I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to do that. But he does it so much that we think it's normal now. It's like, we can just make that throw. It's okay. Yeah. But other people like, don't ever do that. So
he got a ring.
Yeah. Exactly.
But like Pat Mahomes, he's definitely that no. Yes.
Yeah, like oh my God.
Yeah, he's definitely the guy.
But yeah, no, they could definitely get some turnovers. Tyron's he's a Robert guy. He loves sitting in the middle of the field reading the quarterback's eyes. So Josh is definitely gonna have to look him off and read his keys and don't eye down Stephon. Because I swear to God, he will pick you. And Stephon's a deep thrower, bro. He's one of the better deep ball guys in the league.
Absolutely.
He slept on. I don't know why people don't give him his respect. I'm actually not mad he left Minnesota because he deserved his money.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought he's better than Thielen if we're being honest. But I mean, him going to Buffalo, I think that was a perfect match for him and Josh. Josh got a big arm.
Yeah.
He loves to throw the ball deep, and Stephon's a deep ball receiver. So that was a match made in heaven for y'all. So that was a great signing. So if those guys can get that chemistry and Josh's decision making can come down, then he'll be fine. But if he starts doing the stuff you said, trying to be a superhero, make extra plays, then he will turn the ball over, whether it be fumbles, strips, or even running for first downs, because he has that linebacker mentality. And I love that about him. He hates losing. I love that.
That's
but it's just knowing when the play is over, just having a balance on it. But yeah, it'll be an interesting match for sure. Spags versus y'all coordinator. That'll be a fun matchup for sure.
That's the fact. Yeah, I think Leslie. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Brian Dable, hopefully he has something in the tank. Now I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. For both fan bases, for the Bills Mafia and for the Kansas City fan base, I'm gonna ask y'all one player before we get to this over/under game. One player that the general public may not be aware, not so much aware of, but they just don't get the pub. They don't get talked about a lot. But it's one player that Kansas City, y'all like, man, he is so important to us. He does a dirty work. We love him. And also, you, Mills, I want you to let the Kansas City fans know one player, from Buffalo that's like, y'all, people may sleep on him, but man, he's such a great player. I'm going to go with our guest first, and I'm going to go with you, Mills.
If I had to give one player that people are slept on, I know he's not a big name because the Chiefs aren't known for their defense.
That's what we want.
Charvarius Ward. He's our best cover corner. I know he's not a big name. I think y'all got Trey Day, obviously. Yeah. He's a top 5 corner in the league, like certified. Like he submits, like it's no doubt. LSU putting out corners every year.
Absolutely.
So I know Charvarius didn't come from like the biggest school. He came from like a smaller school name, so people don't know his name. But he's so solid for us. He doesn't give up a lot of. I think that Oakland game was probably his worst game that I've probably seen him play since like his rookie year. And I was shocked, bro.
Yeah.
I knew they had Henry Ruggs and like they had Nelson Aguilar, but I didn't expect them guys to have big games. So. I know it's ironic that that was like one of his worst games. But besides that, bro, Charvarius is so solid for us. And he's not the Tyrann Matthews, the Frank Clarks, and like the guys that get all the big names, but he's so solid for us. He doesn't give up a lot of big plays.
Okay.
He doesn't give up a whole lot of yardage. He's a great tackler. He's aggressive. He's been playing a lot of years. I think people notice he's had a broken hand.
Wow.
So he's out there playing with like a cast on his hand. He's been playing with it, but he hasn't been complaining. He's still out there giving his best. He's still out there starting. And we got our other corner, Bashard Breeland, back last week too as well. So
yeah.
Charvarius Ward would be my name. For sure that people definitely need to look up his name, man. He's gonna be a young good corner for sure.
Listen, Buffalo fans, look out for him. All right, Mills, who you got? Let them know.
Who you got, Mills?
It's tough. It's tough for Buffalo because offensively, all of our key players, everybody know about them. You know about John Brown, you know about Cole Beasley, you know about Stephon, and
I think I know where you're going.
Gabriel Davis, he's getting his name out there too. And since you went defense, I'm gonna go defense too, because this guy is gonna be a key to us winning this game. And I'm going Jordan Phillips.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he played a little D end, he played a little D tackle.
Okay.
In order for him to win this game, he has to get pressure on a quarterback.
I like that.
He has to get pressure. I think he has about 2 or 3 sacks on the season. He's one of our best pass rushers.
That's a fact.
And he can clog up the hole as well too. And I think Jordan Phillips is somebody that you definitely need to watch out for because he can get pressure on the quarterback. And we've seen lately that a lot of teams are getting pressure on Mahomes. And when you get that pressure and you make him think real fast, rapidly, there's a chance that he's going to turn the ball over. As long as you can keep him contained in that box and don't let him get, mobile outside of the box, I think we'll be, be good. So Jordan Phillips will be my player that you guys should definitely watch out for.
Oh yeah, he's good. I've been watching him, bro. I've been watching him since college. I like Jordan. Jordan, nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, man. That contained piece is so important because Ryan Tannehill, they never contain him. It seemed like every time Ryan Tannehill just got outside. I don't know what was going on. So
they play actually to death. That's all they do is play.
So we definitely have to contain Pat Mahomes. So that's great, man. That's great. I'm glad y'all gave us those names. All right, we're gonna play a little game of over under. Then we're going to get to our keys to success predictions. We're going to get out of here real quick. So, game of over-under. This is for Mills and this is for man CJ. All right. Pat Mahomes. Monday, 5 o'clock. Over. It's either yes or no. 297 yards passing. Are y'all going over or under?
Is it? What's the weather? What's the weather like? What's the weather gonna be on Monday?
Next week's supposed to be good weather.
That's a big key.
Next week's supposed to be good weather.
Probably mid-60s.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good weather.
So no rain.
No, nothing like that.
Rain.
Good weather.
It might be a little snow. You never know.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. We're supposed to have a good week next week. That's what they said.
Okay, so it's good weather.
Yeah, good weather.
297. I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna go under.
I like that. That's safe. Mills?
I'm going over.
Oh God.
Well, it also depends. It's Davis White playing. It's Trey Day playing.
I don't know, man. Hey, he has to play. He gotta play.
If he plays, I'm gonna say under. If he doesn't play, I'll say over.
Okay,
that's my contingency.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm saying over with or without Trey.
With or without?
I think it's gonna be a fast-paced game.
Okay, I'm with you.
A very fast-paced game.
I'll feel you on that.
Because we all know Kansas City can really score whenever they want to. It's ridiculous how fast they can put the ball in the end zone, and I think that's going to make us want to play the same way. It's going to speed up the game. I'm thinking a high-scoring game as well. So I'm definitely think he's going to go over 290.
Yeah, I think this week they may try to. Everybody's hearing the chatter of like Le'Veon Bell taking some of Clyde's touches. I think they really try to assert him this week and try to get him like going because he ain't really had a 100-yard game or a dominant 100-yard game since week 1. So I think they really try to get CEH going, but we'll see. I'm gonna be safe and go under because that's like right at 300. So I'm gonna say he throws like right around it. So
okay, all right. And I'm glad you brought that up. CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Oh, I'm putting this in the Vegas zone. Over under 0.5 touchdowns.
Oh, over. If he don't score this week, I'm gonna go down the Arrowhead myself. Like, hey Andy. Bieniemy, what y'all got going, bro?
Listen.
I ain't even talking about fantasy. Why ain't he touching the ball?
Right.
He was a first-round pick, bro. If we're in the red zone and you say this guy's all-world, like Andy said, he's Brian Westbrook 2.0.
That's what he said.
You have to give this kid the ball, bro.
Yeah.
You don't draft him that high to not use him in the red zone. If he was just a third down toy, then you don't take a guy that high.
Right.
So if he doesn't get, you said 0.5?
0.5.
Really
Said 0.5.
banging your head on the goal line one time. You can do that by accident.
All right.
Like, if you don't do that, bro, then we'll have problems. So, over, man. That's not even a question. It got to be over.
Mills, how you feel about it? Over under
Mills, you say,
0.5. That's what Vegas will do. That's what they do the 0.5. I mean, will he score a touchdown? I mean, that's what they're saying. Will he score? Yes or no?
So if he scored, they call a holding penalty and call it back.
No, there's nothing.
Oh my God. Bro, I hated that. That killed me, bro.
But I'm going over 0.5. He got to score.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
I think they're gonna have a lot of red zone opportunities. He should definitely score unless Andy be very, very creative and do the reverses and the little little dump balls. But other than that, I think he can score. You have to take that. You have to take the over,
bro. Like 0.5, really? That's like accidental. Like you weren't even trying to score.
Yeah, you have to take it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Just let me get like two more because we got another show coming after this.
No, you're good.
All right. So I'm gonna give you this one. Josh Allen over under 2 touchdowns.
Over under 2 touchdowns. Like passing or total?
A total. I'm gonna go total. If I do total 2.5.
Over. I'll take
okay.
Because he runs.
Yeah.
He run around. He makes plays. And we've been known. We played a lot of mobile quarterbacks this year. We played Lamar. We played Deshaun. Justin Herbert when he found out he was going to be the starter last minute. Derek Carr's somewhat mobile, so he can bro. Josh can run and he's tough, bro. He's tough as nails. So I'll say over 2.5 because he can get like one rush into like maybe one throw. So yeah, I'll take that.
Mills.
I'm going over 2 because Josh Allen is our red zone.
Facts.
There's no question. He is our red zone.
Say that again.
It's either he's running it in or he's throwing a pass. We don't give the running back the ball in the red zone. So I'm going over.
Okay. All right. This is my last over under. Over under. This is really going to decide the game.
It really is.
Bills defense 2.5 turnovers.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not too sure if Trey Day playing tonight. I'm gonna go under.
Okay.
Just because, like, if Trey Day's playing, he's a ball hog. He's a guy that he doesn't get thrown at a lot.
No, he doesn't.
Like, he may not get all the pick numbers, but it's because he doesn't get thrown at a lot, which is the reason why, because he's an elite corner. So I'm gonna say under because if he does play, he may not be 100%. And you going against Tyreek Hill, I would like my best corner to be 100%. Going against the fastest guy in the league. So I'm gonna say under just for the fact that he may be like he hasn't played. So you don't know if he's gonna be 100% or not. So I'm gonna go under just to be safe.
Mills, come on.
I'm going under 2.
Oh man,
that's a lot of turnovers.
It is.
We haven't got many turnovers this year as it is. I think we probably got 3 on a year, and that's probably giving them one. But and you said 2.5, so that means 3. We have to get 3 turnovers.
Right.
We're not getting 3 turnovers. It's under.
I was gonna say 2 interceptions. No, he definitely gonna throw a pick this game. No.
Hey, knock on wood, chill, bro.
Oh, come on.
Chill.
Okay.
Chill.
We'll see. So this is what I want to. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. This I'm gonna give both of y'all keys to success. CJ, I need to know just how the Kansas City will win the game. The keys to success. What do they need to do to win the game? Mills, I need to know what do the Bills need to do to win the games, and then we're all gonna give our predictions. We're gonna give our scores of the game and who wins. All right. So CJ, what are your keys to success?
Keys to success. It'd probably be what's similar to you guys said, just like on offense, finding balance. Like we said when we opened the show, like if you come into the game and you're predictable, and I know you're not going to run the football, that's going to make Edmund's job much easier. That's going to make Micah's job much easier. Alexander, if he plays, Trey Day, everybody's job, Josh Norman, everybody's job. I know what Pat's going to do before he even takes a snap of the ball. I'm not worried about Clyde at all. So if they come in the game and they find balance, I don't care about how they run the football, whether it be gap scheme, if we want to do zone, if we're going to do reverses, more tosses, screen game, you have to find ways to get Clyde involved. If I know he's not a threat, it's so much easier. So yes, they have a lot of weapons, and the guys are very fast, like Sammy, B. Cole, D. Rob, and Tyreek and Trav. They have a lot of guys, but as Las Vegas just showed if I know you're predictable, it's easier to cover you. I can just drop 7, 8 in coverage every single time. Yep. But if you have balance and you can play action, that's why Tennessee was so effective. Yeah. Not trying to bring up bad memories,
it's okay.
But when they ran the football and the play actions worked, A.J. Brown got work on play action. Jonnu Smith got work on play action. Even some of the other receivers got work on play action as well. So when you run the football, it dictates what the defense has to do. And when I can dictate coverage towards you, and you have to base your coverage on what I'm doing, that makes a coordinator's job is a dream, bro. When we get to 2nd and 5, like 3rd and 4, I can call whatever I want on the play sheet because I know you don't know what's coming at you.
Right.
I can play action, I can go deep. And like Mills said, they've been doing a lot of reverses, jet sweeps. They can do actions off that. Tyreek's getting like 150-yard catch almost every game.
Every game.
So if they can have balance, that's the key to the game. Because Buffalo's defense, y'all been struggling, but, bro, they got too many playmakers, too many good things to not be good. Like, guys are there. It's just like the preseason not being there, no training camp, have legit practice. Guys are getting back in their groove. So I'm never going to sleep on y'all defense. Y'all got too many playmakers over there to disrespect them. So find balance. Run the football, and it'll make everybody's job easier. So that would be my key. Find balance.
Mills, what's our keys to success, man?
It's crazy that he said that because I pretty much echo everything he just said.
Exactly, man.
We have to run the football. If you look at last game against Las Vegas with Kansas City, they ran the football. And what did that do? Create the play action for the long ball. The reason Kansas City lost that game is because Las Vegas ran the ball and they got like 4 deep bombs. I think Derek Carr threw for almost 400 yards.
Bro, it's crazy. He went off.
So you have to run the football. You have to get the linebackers on their toes, and you have to get that secondary eyes in the backfield. If you go back to the Chargers game, they ran the football. All the games that Kansas City had close, the teams ran the football. They all ran for over 100, about 120 yards, 140 yards total on the ground, and they kill it with the play action. You got to get the deep ball involved. And we all know that Josh Allen probably got the strongest arm in the league. But I don't know. Pat Mahomes said he got the strongest arm in the league. So,
they were supposed to have that throw off. Remember, they didn't have it because like COVID and everything. I hope they get that done after the season too. I want to see that. That'll be must watch TV. I'll pay to watch that.
Yes, sir.
So we run the football, create the play action, get some deep shots down the field. We got Gabriel Davis out there that's looking phenomenal right now. Like you said, Stephon Diggs. We can get those deep balls involved. Hopefully, John Brown get out there too, to help us out a little bit. And then defensively, we got to contain Pat Mahomes. We got to keep him in the pocket. We got to make him a pocket passer, and we have to apply pressure. I'll even take a couple penalties just to knock him down a couple times. We got to apply that pressure.
Hey, that's what teams do. You said hit me in the Super Bowl. You
got to make him make bad decisions because he like them sidearm passes. He like those weird throws, and they're already iffy as it is. So if you make him make bad decisions, we can create those 2.5 turnovers that Preach said.
Yes, sir.
We can win the game, man. Then we can get a defensive touchdown for the first time of the season.
I know, right? Both teams have basically the same game plan, so it's the same thing. Keep Josh in the pocket. Try not let him get outside because both guys on the run are dangerous.
Right,
Pat's low-key athletic. People sleep on his athleticism. He shocked me when he first got there. I didn't think he was that fast. Every time I see a game, he be running away from people. I'm like, bro, he's faster than I thought.
He is.
So if you have 2 young quarterbacks that love to throw the ball outside the pocket, keeping them in that box is the most important part. So same thing for me, Mills. So I agree, man.
Crazy you said real quick. Crazy you said Pat Mahomes is fast. I think he's faster than he really looks because if you look,
exactly,
he don't really take strides. He like
it looks slow, but he be moving.
He definitely moving.
He be moving.
It shocks me every game. I'm like, he be separated from people. I'm like, bro, he really can run. Like, okay, I'm happy. I just never expected that out of him.
Yeah.
Listen, man, let me tell this to everybody. We appreciate CJ. We really do appreciate you coming on, man. Like this was amazing. Like honestly, like this was like rejuvenating. I appreciate you coming on. Remember, Arrowhead Live, the aftermath.
Yes, the aftermath. The aftermath _KC. Yes, sir.
There you go. And listen, so we're gonna give our predictions real quick. Mills, let me know who wins and what's your score. What's up?
Well, you already know I gotta go with the Mafia. Gotta go with the Mafia. One thing I won't do, and I never do, is I never bet with or without the Bills against the Bills. I never do that because you never know what you're gonna get. Okay. But I gotta go with the Mafia. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't know. It may even go to overtime. So I'm gonna throw Bills winning 34-31.
Wow.
34. Ooh, wow.
What you got, CJ? That's funny you said that.
That's kind of similar to mine, but mine is like probably like a tick up take. I would say I got to go with the Kingdom. I'm sorry, fellas. Like I love Josh Allen. He's being really good. He's definitely in the case for MVP. Like I'm not
absolutely
biased. Josh Allen's in the MVP case. People need to start putting respect on his name. But if I for my score prediction, I got the Kingdom. I got us winning 37-34. So like a little uptake in what y'all. I definitely could be a high scoring game. I definitely think it'd be a high scoring game for sure. I think that's good because Bills had a lot of time to get ready for this game, so they've been hyped up for it. I'm sure the coaches had a lot of film docked and ready for it. The Chiefs are pumped up for it. Coming off the loss, they're gonna be pissed off. Pat gonna come out and try to throw for like 3 or 4 touchdowns. So it's definitely gonna be a high scoring game for sure.
It's funny you said that. It pains me to say this. It really does pain me to say this, but I got KC 35-31. I got KC 35-31. I think what's gonna happen is I think.
Yeah, you can't host no more, bro.
No. Listen, Mills. It's my reverse. Listen, y'all. Bills Mafia. It's my reverse jinx. That's all it is. I'm trying to get a little reverse jinx action going on. But no, seriously, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I think if Pat Mahomes has the ball, a minute left, 2 minutes left, going down the field, we might be in trouble. But that remains to be seen. You know, we do appreciate you, CJ, man. We thank you for coming on, man.
Anytime, man. I appreciate y'all.
And to the Bills fans, you know, we always end this show with a little hey. Thank you.